good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk Dima. I'm a piano music. So, guys, today we're talking about Terrence J. And if you're from my generation, you know him as a radio host, TV host, actor, things like that. Most notably, the former host for 106 in Park. And he's been in the industry for a long time. He's always been somewhat popular, somewhat recognizable, and he's always dated very beautiful women. In fact, it seems like he has a type. It's always mulatto, it's always light skin, and it's always somebody that's exotic looking. Now, not all black men are like that. You know, you have brothers who are successful that like women of many different cultures, especially in our broad Pan-African community. But in the case of our brother Terrence J, this is his preference. And I want to kind of tie this into most men. If we want to be honest, most men, if they have money, if they're trending to have money, if they're putting in the work every day to get like to Terrence J's level, whether that's, you know, in healthcare or IT or trucking or whatever the case may be, blue collar work, here's what you're going to see. Usually a guy spends many years to develop those skills, a decade or more, to get to where he's at. And he's typically going to reward himself with a younger, attractive woman, typically more attractive than he is on the scale of 1 to 10. So if he's on average a 5, usually the mate that he's going to have is going to be at least a 7 or 8 or above. Now, Terrence J is in the industry, so it doesn't really count for him, but it's the same kind of rules kind of really apply here. He's 40. He's not looking for a woman who is 40. In fact, he looks young for 40. What is Terrence J going to do? He's going to date a woman much more younger than he is in his prime. Whereas 17 years ago, when he was 23, he would date somebody who's 23. He's 40 years old. He's dating somebody 23. This is common sense for men. We understand this. But now here's the situation. Terrence J has kind of went viral here because he bought his girlfriend, a young lady by the name of Michaela Sultan, a brand new Range Rover for her birthday. And you can see them here in the photo together. It's a brand new Range Rover. And Range Rovers, the last year have been quite hard to get. I have a family member who sells Range Rovers, and you know they've been on back order. So the fact that he got her this Range Rover, it's telling me something. He really feels like they have a long-term committed relationship. So, and she's talking about this. She's very happy about it. And she's saying like, you know, I'm in love. Thanks so much, Terrence J, for the most amazing birthday gift ever. 2023 new body style. So this is her car. So now, I mean, some guys are going to say, oh, bro, you're simping. Why would you buy some chick a car like that? And I can get it, right? I understand that part. But I'm not going to even deal with that today. I'm not even going to deal with the red pill part of it. I'm going to deal with the part of what many successful men are going to do with their wealth or with their money when they find a woman that they like. This is the so true of the red pill. And you see dating shows like Kendra G, where you see women that are like 55 years old, they're ready to date. You see women that are like 40 years old, they are ready to date after having kids. And then the guy they want, like Terrence J, well, if he's going to invest his money somewhere, who's he going to invest it with? I'm not saying that a 40-year-old guy can't date a woman that's 35 or 40. I'm just saying that it's a lot of competition for a man like Terrence J, who can buy a woman a brand new Range Rover in what we consider the economy to be a recession after COVID. You have to have some money to do that, especially in a big city like New York City or LA. What are men doing that have money? They are not only investing in themselves, but if they're going to give some money to a woman, it's not uncommon for them to see that they're investing younger on a woman who can produce children, a woman who they feel that is of age to be able to kind of learn from the man, to have some positive experiences about the world, to be optimistic. And I want to talk about this. This is no shade to anybody older, men or women. One thing I do realize about young people are typically more optimistic about the world than older people, men or women, period. But especially women, in the case of dating a mate. If you're an older woman, you could have been through some tumultuous experiences. You might not be as open to the world. A younger woman can be a little bit more ambitious, open to the world, open to what the world has to offer, and make a man feel very good about her optimism, which in turn can make a man become very giving. Now, a lot of women that are younger, it makes sense that they don't have as much money and they are more dependent on the men. Hence, you might see some more femininity in certain cases coming from them than the woman who's more established, who has already lived without a man for quite a while and doesn't understand the value or really know how to cater to a man's needs. So what it looks like this young lady does is that she's very feminine. She caters to his needs. She's very sexy towards him. She's a very feminine attitude, which is why she got a Range Rover. And women who are feminine, who know how to act like women, they get the nice things that money can buy. You see, we got to be honest about this. We can talk about the red pill all we want, but they get the stuff that money can buy. They get to go to nice trips, not just a trip every now and then. They get to go to all the nice trips: Paris, Maldives, Dubai, London, Luxembourg. Okay, the nice safaris and things like that in the Rwenzori Mountains in Uganda. They get to go to the nice things, Kilimanjaro Mountain. You know, they get to go have dinner in Sandton and Johannesburg, and they get to go on shopping sprees. Their kids go to private school. They live in gated communities. They get to go to the country club. Why? Because they have earned it through their efforts. And these are women who understand at a young age that they need to work with men, not against them. But now when you look at some ladies coming on, maybe let's say Kendra G show, 42, looking for a man to raise their kids, looking for a man to financially commit. And then when you look at somebody like Terrence J, who can change a woman's life financially because he is considered to be somewhat of a higher value man, what do you think he's going to pick? He's going to pick what he feels is a most safer investment, which is a woman in youth, in beauty, reproductive age. This is not always true, but what it shows me is that what you're seeing this is for eligible guys who are single and looking for serious relationships. They're betting their money on something younger. It's just what men can do. If they can get it, they will do it. Okay. So a woman that's like 35 could be a good match with Terrence J, but he's interested in somebody who's 23 and he's 40. That's a 17-year-old difference. But maybe I'm just talking above my neck. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. I'm out.